Listen, man, this week I do think we've got the top of the table clash because Arsenal fully. So it's Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. This is the only team that has beaten us this season, by the way, at Anfield. And you know they're flying.
If you lost at Anfield, what makes you think you'll win away?
I mean, we're playing. It's not like Forest, like later Old Trafford. Okay, I'm a Everton. I mean, Old Trafford these days, everyone's like.
They will beat you and there'll be 3 points behind you. You know.
And I know I'm working on that day on Tuesday night, so which means I'll catch the game on phone. I've got Showmax, and you can catch the game also on Showmax. Just dial *544*37#, and you get 3 GB data for only 450 shillings. That is the plan by Safaricom and Showmax, and you can get to watch all the Premier League games there, especially Liverpool fans, because this season it is our season, and we are going all the way and win this. We want to win this league by Ramadan. Tumalizane mama. Ndo sala kienda na Konate, they have to go and pray. Like, we don't want to play Premier League when guys are praying, so we want to go play and win the league by then and focus on the Champions League. See you soon.
Eric, if you buy something, right? If you bought this biscuit you're eating right now, and you bite into it and it's disgusting, you have an opinion.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say, right?
I'm allowed to air my opinion.
Fantastic. If I am paying for subscription on Spotify to listen to someone's music, I think I have the right.
Absolutely.
Senor.
Yeah.
So it's either you agree with my opinion about what I'm paying for or not.
I think to put it more suitably, right? Eric writes articles, right? He creates content. If someone for some reason can't stop but engaging in Eric's content, and then every time he experiences Eric's content, it's shit, and then he's loud about it, he's entitled to that opinion. I don't think that equates to defamation. I think that's feedback.
To make it even more interesting,
I think that's feedback.
To make it even more
You know what I
interesting
mean?
in this situation, if Eric had a subscription based, where you have to pay him for you to read his article.
Yeah.
If I pay you to read your article and I don't like it,
Yeah.
because you pay to listen to music,
Yeah.
whether it's YouTube, whether it's where you have to, you need. It's all free.
Absolutely.
Either bundles or
But then nothing is free these days.
nothing
Yeah,
is
it's
free.
true. Although there is a question as to why you keep on pressing his article, knowing already that it's
Oh, no,
shit.
that
After
shit
several. Oh, okay.
Even when I write about Kilifi,
Yeah.
performing somewhere in Twapa, when the others are performing in KCC.
That was Kitambo though. That was Kitambo. That was like 2 years ago.
To a point you're tagging my president.
I feel like no. Honestly speaking, I feel like most of
I had this Spotify wrapped, bro.
Imagine.
Not this guy. Bro, that's the one that finished it. I think I cried tears, bro. Anyway, huh?
yeah, but I think most of the tweets were like 2022, 2023 maybe.
That's when the passion really.
But 2024, I didn't say anything to be
I
honest.
think, come on.
Well, that's because you were slapped with a lawsuit.
No, 2024, maybe that the Trump one. That's it. I think. I don't think
the election was in November.
I think that's the only
No,
thing. That's
the
the only
Trump
time.
one.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
The election was
yeah,
in
it's
November,
true,
which
it's
means he had done it like a
It's
couple
like
of times.
just a
Like
few.
no, but that was my latest.
you are
Or
last.
rather,
So which means you have done it
the
for like
only
11
one,
months.
the only one this year, rather last year.
Last year.
I don't
that
think
was
I-
towards the end of the year. So it
Yeah.
makes sense it was the last one.
Yeah, I
Of
didn't have
November.
much to say to be honest.
I think this guy is like that guy of Twitter who pokes on Doku every week.
Kagiago. Kagiago.
Oh yeah. But
Do you think Doku sees those tweets?
100%.
You think he does? No, I think
Well-
he definitely does. But do you think he leaves those like likes that?
Nacho does.
Yeah, no, not Garnacho. The one that Kagiago highlights. He screenshots. He's like, bro, what the fuck? And then it's Jeremy Doku likes your post.
Nah, that's editing. That's not
editing,
him. Yeah,
right?
that's
For sure.
editing.
No, I don't think he usually likes them.
But obviously they see those tweets.
No, they do. They 100.
Because like Salah tweeted Karaga the other day.
Everyone is on their phone. See the way you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, every single football player is on their phone.
And
So every
they've
single
got
thing you say about
free time, a lot of free time, like when they're not training.
yeah. Also, do you usually tag football players on your IG posts?
No.
You once tagged, there's a player you tagged, then you view the status, then you posted it.
That's
Was that a
it.
musician?
No, I think there was a player that saw your post, and then you took a screenshot of the view, and then you posted.
That's the thing though. Like if
don't
you
recall,
if
but
you
I
mention
recall
them,
your
Sounds
things.
familiar.
that's the thing. If you mention them, there's a very good chance they will see your post, right? Now tell me Twitter a post that has 1 million impressions
Kwanza ndio mtu akisha kumention inakujanga kwa nini yako hata bila kuweka at.
on your notification.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so obviously Doku system. I'm asham block.
He does.
But I think that guy takes it too far, man. What?
Nah, I think it's legit.
I mean, it is a theory that
He's a small virgin guy. Like I think he's in school or something.
Huh?
Since school. See, European
wacha
ladder
nimetokeza
mwambie,
wapi?
yo muita hivyo.
He's probably getting laid, bro.
Probably like in high school in the UK.
60,000 followers on Twitter.
Well, I mean, these days.
That's enough.
That's enough to get laid. Think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Eric anapiga hesabu mimi nishakuwa late na hii 80. How many do you have?
How many followers do I have? 8K.
Did you hiyo 80k ishakupatia kitu?
Nah, Mr. 50.
Mr. Elon, please.
Stuff to me.
So, with a lot of the Carabao Cup games and the FA Cup games on the weekend, we're back strongly with the Premier League, courtesy of Showmax in partnership with Safaricom. Arsenal take on Spurs, which will cap a very difficult run of games. It would have been, I think, Newcastle, United, and then Spurs. So, to catch that game for only 450 shillings, you get 1 month subscription plus 3 GB worth of data from Safaricom. Like I said, it's a lot of games, and you can capture that, by the way, with using the hashtag *544 *37#, courtesy of Showmax and Safaricom.
Goddamn.
Yo, it turns out Elon Musk is a freaking weirdo, huh?
Eh?
You guys haven't blocked him?
Why would you
No,
block
I
him?
blocked him recently.
Why?
Tambo, me like almost 6 months ago.
I blocked him
Because
like
I
a
feel
couple
like
months ago.
there is a lot of even so now after I blocked him, I usually find ads talking about him. I block all the accounts that I see that has Elon. I think my timeline is significantly better. Hey, by the way, something that I noticed, which I think, Saudi, there's a lot of censorship,
Yeah.
like a lot. You request Uber, they tell you exactly that the government is monitoring your exact location to where, like, you accept. If you don't accept, don't use it. Like, it's
My
quite
days.
straightforward, right? I was on Twitter. When I was scrolling on Twitter there, you see, ukiwa hapa, you will scroll and you just see some inappropriate shit.
Yeah.
Lots of.
I did not see a single.
Like
Crazy.
whatever Gid tweeted today, you cannot see it.
I would never see it unless I actually look for it.
Watcha.
Yeah,
Whatever, what?
Gid tweeted.
that's just
The guy from the UK.
Oh, hey, bro, that guy before Twitter, like, remember when Twitter shows you what someone's liked?
yeah.
Some people, bro, I had to just unfollow because what are you showing me, man?
Yeah.
So in Saudi, you cannot say that. It's blocked.
No, I realized because now it's been almost 2 weeks, almost a week.
And
I
there's some
realized like a
content
week later because I would see a bit of ads, but ads like like just Arabic, like whatever. It's like food deliveries, whatever. But I couldn't see. Remember the following here when you're scrolling, when you're following, it's not people you follow. It's things that you talk about. Yes, you'll get tweets of people you follow, but like also the tweets of people that you follow who are talking about the same thing that you're interested in.
So like the algorithm gets modified as soon as you
Your
land.
Twitter.
Which means they don't see your tweets. Because you're vulgar and...
Is he vulgar? He's not
What do
really
you mean? Wait, work on agenda.
Yeah, honestly, what's up with you today?
He told me block his
he'll
family.
he'll say fuck.
He told me block his family.
He'll say the F word or whatever.
Would you block your family on Twitter?
Me?
I wouldn't. I'd be maybe.
Yeah, but like why?
I don't know.
Me, I don't think. I think everyone follows me. I don't usually talk to them. Don't care.
You don't engage them, your family members.
Plus, they all are using studio accounts, so I wouldn't really know.
Yeah, it's very difficult for me to know who's actually following me.
Plus, usually on Twitter, it's not that interactive when you get followers. Like, you'll get like something in 9, and I don't have to like physically go look Nikki and Nani. So it's usually it's hard. It's easy for you to overlook, or rather, someone can follow you and you might not know.
Someone and
if
6
three-
others followed you. Are you gonna check who's
Nani.
actually?
So it's usually that's the thing with Twitter, by the way, that I've also noticed that unlike IG where it's gonna list everyone. I'm checking.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know. Some people would be like, oh yeah, I follow on Twitter, but I don't know. Anyway, let's talk.
Happy
football.
New Year. This is our first show of the New Year, right?
We were here last week and this guy killed the show. Last week
Yeah.
by one.
Yeah,
Fuck
I need to fix that thing. By the way, I'll
I
probably
mean,
fix
we
it
can't post
tomorrow.
that episode now. It's gone.
No, it's okay. But I need to fix it for this one now, or moving forward.
You still hadn't fixed it. So
No.
there's a chance whatever
This
we
show
record
doesn't
today-
go.
No, it will probably definitely be fixed tomorrow morning. It's just one thing. It's like the power supply.
He called it power unit.
Imagine.
I say power unit.
You said power unit on chat.
Yeah.
He texted me saying power unit. I was like, oh yeah, look, just like a Red Bull car. Power unit failure. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
We're back though, still 6 points clear of you guys.
I mean, barely.
I mean, if it's 6, it's 6. There's no
Barely
6.5 or
six.
6.1.
Barely 6.
I feel
It's
like
not convincingly 6.
What do you mean it's not convincingly 6? We've got identical results.
You see,
Even
like
in the cup.
you see, like if it was like 3 points with 2 games in hand, and then you won that game convincingly and made it 6, Salah. But we had to get robbed, and you guys had to get lucky against United to keep it 6. You understand what I mean? That's what I mean by barely 6.
But I don't think
I mean, you also have those kind of games where
No, we will, and
Exactly.
we won't, we might, and
They-
we did. I get that.
they got a
But
point.
they barely got a point.
No, but they fought for a point, which is
Yes,
good for
they-
them.
They survived for a point. It's a
Unlike
point
you, though.
gained. For us, it was 2 points dropped. I get what you're saying.
for us.
For them, it's a point gained
Exactly.
because
You-
they were about to lose.
Exactly.
For us, it was 2 points dropped because we should have won.
Yeah. So that tells you about them.
It tells you a lot about them.
Because it's a tenacity. They had to they had to not bottle because they were 2-0 up, right?
Which game?
I don't
No,
know.
No, they weren't
no. You
two
guys went 1-0 up, and
Oh,
then-
yeah,
Then
sorry,
they
sorry.
went 2-1
They
up,
were
so
like
they
a couple.
bottled.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
almost-
we will have those results, like you've said. You'll be in a situation where we also have to win like well, and then you guys don't play well and probably get a point. These things do happen. Like I've told you, we've had identical results both in the Prem and in the Cup
Oh,
since
yeah.
we were here.
But you see, what's funny is we're getting identical results, and you can see there's a lot more potential for Arsenal to be so much better. It's because right now, collectively,
Potential.
we're shit. Yes,
For sure. But every
Or-
time you say that, the next time you play,
yes.
something bad happens.
I think it's
to
gonna
you.
take time. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take signings.
Because you've told me that like in the last 4-5 weeks.
We have. I have.
And every
at
time
least
we
3
drop
years.
points. No, we're
have.
talking about the last this
We're
title
talking about
race.
this title race.
And every time we drop points, they also drop points. So
Let's-
they don't take advantage of our blip.
Let's discuss things more granularly.
Okay.
Let's talk about Man United and what a performance that was by Amorim and his men. Because I think there's a lot of commendations to be made.
For sure.
We start with Saddam, of course.
Okay, I mean, you expected a 4-0 win, minimum.
Yes, that is the thing now. Honestly, by how we've played these guys before, how they've come to Anfield and the kind of goals we've scored against them, and how we've been this season. But I do think credit given its due. I think Amorim dealt with us properly.
It must be so difficult for him to say, huh?
Because it was actually
and there was also some help from Trent. You see, he dealt with us really well, and then Trent is playing shit on that day. Because look at our system.
Robo as well, bro.
Yeah, Robo, the two fullbacks.
Okay. Why
The
not?
wash.
These guys started with...
He mentioned Trent because Trent is leaving
you,
him.
you
That's
guys were...
unfair.
We'll talk about Trent, of course. You guys were playing back three, Sindio, and the other guys now in the midfield. But the way you attacked and pinned your forwards, we were now pushed back now to play back five. How we always form that L with Trent or with Robo, we were unable to do that. It meant that Gakpo is now defending against Man United winger instead of attacking their fullback.
Yeah.
On the other side, the same thing. Trent is behind. We'll talk about Trent's issue, Trent's defending, but we were unable.
What a time to be alive.
So good.
We were unable to make use of our wingers. That's why obviously Gakpo came through the goal, but there were situations where Man United had space, all time, all the ball, which was completely unexpected the way we've played. Even Nottingham Forest, the game we lost was not like that. But for Man United, and it also meant that for Bruno now and Dalot on the other side between Trent and Konate, the kind of space Man United forwards found between those two, it meant that Trent Alexander-Arnold can no longer now like bomb forward, which means Mohamed Salah was lost in most part of the game, and like people are saying they couldn't see him. I just need to give credit to Amorim because you may be going shit, but you've got one game. That's why I think you guys need to be worried about Sunday when you play in the FA Cup. They probably don't care about the result they've played in the Prem, but
Yeah.
I think they faced it on. It is about this game. Doesn't matter about the league.
Yeah.
And that is what they did. And for us now, also our midfield, McAllister, yes, McAllister is always good, but there's literally he can do when we don't have services from our fullback. And Trent Alexander-Arnold now, yes, there was that story of the week of going to Madrid, but bro, that kind of defending, I mean, we've seen bad defending from him, But that on Sunday,
The strolling.
because I do
Yeah.
think he makes a mistake. He gives the ball away. The
Yeah.
first goal, he gives the
does.
ball away, and then he doesn't chase
Track
back.
Does
Exactly. So the ball is passed. I think it's by Ugarte or someone to Lisandro, and Trent loses his man completely. So he makes 2 mistakes, and it's a goal. I think there's another one that we are attacking towards the end of the second half, and Trent passes the ball to a Man United forward.
Directly.
On that day, I've seen Trent play bad for Liverpool.
He's preparing
but I
to
do
play
think
Madrid.
on
White
that
kits.
day, and then it's called is it Nico Williams? No, Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley comes in, and within a minute, he makes a tackle and makes a recovery more than Trent has made the entire game. I just do think Trent's mind was not in that game on that day. Obviously, Trent can give you a very good performance.
I think Eric,
But
as much
that
as,
day, no.
as I think it's gonna be very harsh for you to blame Trent for that performance, because as the same way Trent was complacent, I think Robertson was also complacent. I think also your manager was not able to deal with how we set up to play that game. Remember, what I've also realized over the years, right? When you're playing Man City, after being champions for like 2 seasons in a row, right? For example, like somewhere maybe last year or the year before last year, when you're playing Man City, the Man City players have this confidence that they will dominate and they will play well. I think that is what Man United have been lacking for the last couple of years. Having the confidence to play is like, so now when two teams are playing, when we are playing, for example, Brentford are not preparing how to defend or rather play against our system. It's us who are preparing how to stop them. You know what I mean?
They play not to lose.
That is a problem we've been having as United. We're not. It's difficult for us to go out there and actually play exactly the way we've been planning. And the other team, they don't care about our system. They are just playing their way. It kind of confuses us to the point where now we fumble. We start. Also, when we concede a goal, or rather when we score a goal, it's difficult for us to keep the lead. It's difficult for us when once we've conceded, ningumu sana we get back. For Liverpool, for example, you can go 1-0 up or 1-0 down, and there is zero pressure. Like there's zero pressure even in the, like it's like nothing has happened. Like we know that Liverpool will play exactly how they want to play because they know that way of playing will get them goals.
So do you think you're going to play the way you played on Sunday?
I think it is Anfield, bro. There's not a single. That's the worst place to.
No, because what you did, Saddam, it's a good thing what you did. Although you took out our players, like our system, we couldn't like create from how we create or start our move. So let's say maintain the game, and you rarely do that where you take out the fullbacks, like you put a man on Trent, to put a man on the other guy on the left side.
You kill them offensively.
You put a man on Van Dijk and Konate. And I rarely see you guys do that.
That is us playing in our system with confidence. Like we have a way of playing, and we're gonna play that way confidently to the point that we're not scared. Okay, you do whatever you need to do. Like we want you to think about how we will play against you.
I think you're getting carried away. And I'll tell you why.
Because it's 2 games.
I'll
2
I think
games.
I'll tell
Which
you.
other game did you play that?
Etihad, we played really well against Man City.
Now that's the issue now, exactly. When you play these games where you expect your team to be quite good, like you do your best for that moment, but when you play the games that you're supposed to be
Exactly.
consistent, you don't do that.
No,
That-
because I
see,
expect you to do that against Arsenal.
Bruno said it. He said, I'm even more frustrated because I'm wondering why we can't do this every week.
Yeah, because you're gonna do that on Sunday against Arsenal, you know. And
Most
then
likely.
the
We'll
next
see.
week now you're going back to, let's say you play West Ham or Brentford or Fulham,
And then it's just shit.
and then you forget about doing that.
And then you lose
Because what
3-0.
I'm seeing,
The-
before you go, Sarab, what I'm seeing is that you come to Liverpool and Arsenal, Man City, everyone already knows these players are probably the best of the best in the league. Mohamed Salah, KDB, Haaland. So, you know you have to be extra careful and at your best. But when you play these Fulham guys, you don't even care about Iwobi. You don't care about
Bournemouth.
Traore.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the inconsistency, but for me, it's not directly inconsistent, but it's confidence in the system. I think what Amorim has to convince the players that we need to believe in this way of playing.
You need to stop playing for the occasion.
When Dalo and Mazarawi, when we're doing a transition, right? There's that video of Karga explaining on how they are not bombarding forward when immediately we're on transition. Against you guys, they were doing exactly what the system requires them to do. And with that, we were getting in situations whereby we were creating those spaces that you're talking about. Because we could have beaten you properly.
But
Hoyland
against Newcastle, those guys were
missed a
rinsed.
very good chance. Huh?
Against Newcastle, that week, exact couple of days before,
Literally a few days before.
they were rinsed.
No, we see, the thing is with that, after we conceded that early goal, the confidence I'm talking about was not there.
I think maybe with Liverpool, right? It feels like after what happened with the 7-0 prior,
And 4-0.
and 4-0s and the 3-0 from earlier in the season, it just felt like it was a free hit for you guys.
Because
right?
remember,
like
Zoom,
the manager the manager's probably including that kind of free hit mentality in the conversations, in the tactics
for that day.
yeah, for that day. Instead of him saying, yo, let's lock things down, how about we try this? It could surprise them. Let's try and keep the ball. Let's try and press high in different moments. You get because it was a hybrid press. Sometimes you guys pressed really high and you won the ball back, and then you forced them into long kick-ups,
yes.
and you won the ball. But then at the same time, a lot of why the plan worked is because you guys had a few very key, brilliant individual performances. Bruno, for example, Maguire, for example, in defense. So a few members of each department.
Dallo played well.
Dallo played very well. Ugarte had an immaculate performance.
Yeah, Dallo took out Salah, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't just going back like defending, but also going forward. You guys were
Ahmad.
making good decisions. Ahmad was switching over to the left wing at the right time, keeping the ball well at different moments. So there were a collective few key individual performances that were top. That wasn't there an agenda about Bruno a couple of years ago, maybe even last
That was
season?
on.
Yeah,
Talking
saying
about
that
how-
Bruno disappears in big
Big
games,
games.
right? But he was like essentially dictating how you guys played against.
I mean, they were
Liverpool.
done with Bruno a couple of days before
Exactly.
that game.
He's the one who said fuck off
Rightfully
Bruno.
so. Kwani,
He's the one who said fuck off Bruno.
The thing is, Ona, if you're performing horrible for 6 months, or rather for almost a
It's
year,
understandable.
there's no way I'm gonna
Defend you.
we all know what he's capable of, right? Sometimes you're like, okay, is he done? Well, because there's no motivation. He's getting red cards, almost 3 red cards so far.
He's actually it just proves
How can
again.
you-
Oh, yeah, you know competitions.
It just proves again that he's actually the only one who probably cares that much in that team.
Because he has red cards.
No, yeah, he's very passionate.
Come on.
It's the same
It
way.
was reckless red
My
cards.
guy, it was the same thing with Granit Xhaka. You'd call them idiotic
Shut up.
red cards. You'd call them reckless. But then when you actually look down to it, when you know the guy Vizuri, he's the one who actually only gives a shit.
You can give a shit without getting red
think
cards.
about compare that kind of work rate, passion. You can call it with Bruno. It's not even like complete recklessness. You can say he's overly passionate. Seriously. Which is similar, obviously, in hindsight to what you could have said about Granit Xhaka. But compare that to someone like Rashford. Compare that with a PR battle that Amorim has to deal with. Anasema, Rashford didn't train well enough to make the squad. But then the PR team of Rashford says, oh, by the way, Rashford was one of the best trainers this week. You know what I mean? Compared to Bruno, you never have to deal with that kind
It's
of shit
coming
with
to
Bruno.
Milan, but they.
Home talkies. But now the thing is with you guys is I still think obviously Man United Arsenal is always a big game. There's always going to be hype and there's always going to be a lot of passion and competitiveness, whatever. But how much we're going to learn a lot more about United against Arsenal than we're going to do against Liverpool.
I still think it's
Because no, I think in the context of this season, surely you want to get out of the bottom 10, right?
I mean, it's still too early considering before the Liverpool game, we had 6 full days of training.
Pekiake,
Yeah,
that's
a lot. That's more than normal.
for a new manager, 6 days.
That's
What?
a
Not
lot.
6 days,
No,
like
but
2
that's
months
6
ago.
days.
Not 6 days
Sheikh,
in a row.
That's 6 days on top of
what?
Before the Man City game, before the Newcastle game, before the Bournemouth game, all these games.
6 days.
So
You lost 5 games in a row, man.
and before the 6 games,
is it 5 games?
we had two days in a row before we played Liverpool. So before Newcastle we had 4.
Yes, I understand that.
In context,
but still,
when you've had 4 training sessions, how do you change a team that has been playing a certain way for almost 3 years?
but it's like cement blocks, right?
It takes
It
time.
is. It's like bricks. It's like building a brick. You put brick, cement. Cement.
So
is
that's what
where
I'm
the
saying
shit-
now.
Cement is where the shit happened. So and then a bit brick. There's a lot of cement.
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
Your cement was our loss was to yours was cement.
So
But Sunday ni brick.
Newcastle PLC.
Sunday no, for sure.
Newcastle cement.
Newcastle,
You know,
Bournemouth
Zoom-
cement.
Zoom.
for sure.
Nottingham Forest cement.
We need a lot.
Zoom. We're not going to see the best of Arsenal on Sunday. That's why.
No, I don't think so either.
That's why the way you said that we're going to learn more from this game than Liverpool, I don't agree with that. You will learn more about them when you play them in the Prem. That's when you're going to give you 100%.
No,
You're
but that's the
chasing-
thing,
you're
like-
just in the Prem.
I think when you're thinking about the Arsenal United game, you can't necessarily take out the meaning of that game because of the competition you're in.
That's for sure. But let's actually look at your game when you played Newcastle. In the Premier League, I don't think you lose that game 2-0.
I think
I
if
don't
we
think you
met
lose 2-0.
this Newcastle team at this moment in time, we'd probably
No,
do.
I don't think
But
you lose to
what I don't want to do
intensity
with
and
Arsenal,
stuff.
I completely understand. But what I don't want to do with Arsenal, right, is copium mechanics. I'm done with copium. I'm actually quite fucking tired of copium. I've logicalized, I've theorized, I've read, I've written, I've argued, I've debated. I've done so much to contextualize what's happening to us right now. But the most important thing that's clear to me isn't that we even need this win against United, although we do, obviously, so that because we're almost out
That's
of
the last
another
competition.
competition.
That's your only competition that
Perfect.
you can win.
Shut the fuck up.
By the way.
We're second, okay? We're third in the, in the
Logically
Champions
speaking,
League. Jidishi. So,
FA was your best shot.
nah, Jidishi, bro.
Carabao was the best shot. They were in the same.
No, but they don't like the Carabao ball.
Why don't they like Carabao?
They don't train with the ball. It's the ball.
Hey, even
Arne
Arne
Slot
Slot doesn't like
this-
Carabao ball.
Huh?
Even Arne Slot doesn't like Carabao ball. He just said it, Juicy.
Yesterday.
Yeah, he said it. Not many people
Naribu
like it.
agenda. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Oh, because they lost.
Oh,
Anyway,
when you have Carabao.
Oh, PNU using the ball excuse. Dickhead.
Slots in there. I saw it in the
But
morning.
you
I was
just
like,
won
fuck.
last year.
Huh?
Simushinda Carabao last year.
That was Klopp.
He's used the weather one though. But when it comes to Arsenal against United, for me, it's just Arsenal's shit at the moment. United's shit. Let's see who's going to be.
Let's actually
less
get
shit.
to Arsenal now, Zoom, now that you've mentioned.
So, fair
Because this FA Cup, I honestly don't
although
like
what I
these
will
cups.
say, a final comment on the Liverpool thing.
Okay.
I don't like how you singled out Trent, and in one moment of Conor Bradley's Dewey coming in and doing that, you've essentially looked past Trent's achievements.
I mean, I think I'm like the number one defender of Trent the last 4 or 5 years.
Not
Every
anymore.
single week, people have been calling him out how he doesn't defend, how he doesn't know how to do what.
And,
Robertson has been probably average in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Who?
No,
Yeah, at least 1 year.
Who?
Robertson.
Robertson,
Because
Ever since his injury, he's
because
never
that,
come back.
that mad goal, he should be doing better.
Absolutely.
That 2-2 goal. For Trent Alexander-Arnold, we know the quality that Trent brings. But on that day, especially coming from the West Ham game where he gave us like one of the best passes like we've seen in the league this
Yeah,
season.
that was an insane pass.
And then now coming to give straight
But
to keep.
doesn't that tell you?
I think mentally
is-
Trent was out.
No, but Eric, you guys.
I don't think so. By the way, I don't believe that shit.
No, but they're changing the narrative because
That's the thing.
trend. Listen, bro. Well, you've been sitting here and say Trent's going forward, creating chances. That is his
balls
best.
are unreal, yes.
Exactly. You keep saying his balls are unreal,
Yeah, of course.
and we all agreed.
You remember
from
during the World
Gitambo-
Cup, we used to wake up to Trent's balls. It was amazing.
Pause.
Bro, this guy
And
doesn't
then
pause, yeah.
I know it doesn't. And then in a game that you guys were constantly being attacked on one wing, you want him to become all of a sudden the best defender in the world.
I appreciate that Man United like deployed two good players, Bruno and Dalot on that side. But also, I'm looking at like those two incidents because one of them, that's where the goal came from. Where Van Dijk was doing his best on that day, and then he feels let down so much. Did you see Van Dijk's reaction after that goal?
Nah, if it was that's just.
I don't blame
that's-
him though. I mean, Van Dijk is always going to be overworked. On one side, he has a washed Scottish guy. On another side, he has some random guy
What
from
happened to
France.
Scottish
Even
left back?
even
And on the
Kwanzaa
other side, the
Jana.
guy is
What
already in
happened to
Madrid.
Scottish left back? The one.
Jana
Jana
against Spurs.
Kwanzaa he was
You
like
saw,
calm down.
you saw that, right?
Yeah.
In the first few minutes of the game, he's like, bro, to Leah.
Who?
Kwanzaa.
Van
was telling who?
Dijk, let me
Van
tell
Dijk
you
was
right
telling
now.
Kwanzaa.
Van Dijk I don't even understand why his contract is an issue. That man is overworked. I wouldn't even be surprised. Kama mnapatia mop asafishe the floor in Anfield, bro. I would not be surprised.
He's our captain, don't worry, we're gonna sort it. But listen, it's because I know how much Trent can do.
He's also going.
And for that, Trent. I mean, Trent, we've accepted he's going.
Salah's going.
Salah's not going anywhere. Salah's staying.
He's put a picture of him and
Trent and
Trent
Van Dijk
and
was
Van Dijk.
mbali kidogo.
like inamaanisha yake wao iko confirm Van Dijk
You
just
guys are also,
Van Dijk
you're also
anashikilia.
obsessed with him. Leave Mo alone.
sisi.
Every week you speak about Mo here.
By the way,
Trent.
Carragher is a piece of shit, man.
I always tell you guys,
Carragher is actually a piece of shit.
him and Owen, they never loved anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think it's intentional. He's
So
very
even Gary Neville can put Mohamed Salah in the team, then him he doesn't.
Yeah.
look at it
Imagine.
this way. Look at Carragher at CBS and look at Carragher at Sky Sport. Sky Sport, he has to appease the English media and English people,
bro,
and
yeah.
he's toxic, and he has this ridiculous takes about Salah. Akikopana ingine, he's so jolly and like.
But on
cracking
Twitter,
jokes.
that's your Twitter account. On Twitter, it's the same like
On
Sky.
Twitter, he does the same thing.
It's clickbaity. You have to just say things. You do that.
Nah,
I'm not a
feel
professional.
Who Jamal
pundit.
doesn't do that?
No, I'm not like a professional
He doesn't
former player. I'm
tweet.
not a
He's
former player.
a journalist.
Yeah, I'm not a former player. Me,
He
I
doesn't
call
have
out like
any-
they are.
No, but
He doesn't
you're-
have any obligation to do something like that.
You guys are Mumeka Carragher hapa. That's your problem. Because I don't think
His analysis has been good so far, but now it's obvious when he has an agenda against someone because he's not from where he is.
Imagine if even Gary Neville is like thinking better than you. That's bad, you know.
That's horrific. That's a new law. Anyway, let's talk about Arsenal. And as I was saying, I've done everything I can to think about Arsenal. I think you guys also saw my tweet, Juicy. Like, where do Arsenal fans mnatoa wapi nguvu?
I just felt your tears.
Bro, I was exhausted.
Hey, you guys are going this one, then you turned around your fans. You've been attacking them the last couple of days.
Arteta out imeanza kupata some momentum. Which
Nobody
is,
said Arteta out. And
hey,
a lot of
hey,
people haven't.
I can show you so many.
What is that
Arteta
song that you guys used to sing? Samina mina waka waka 60 million
down the drain, yes.
Kaya Havertz.
Didn't score again. Fucking hit it
What
with his
happened to
shoulder.
you? And then his tweets.
out. Yeah, he had flu.
It's true. And he missed 2 games to illness.
Come on.
لابد نيلة illness يا نايم.
Damn.
والله.
Amela Soboslai.
Naim literally texted us today in the
Flu,
in the group.
flu.
He's like, I wouldn't wish this flu on any one of you. I was like, first of all, why would you wish any flu on any one of us? We're your friends.
I think he usually doesn't get flu. I think he usually gets better.
Ametoka France.
No,
So.
like he has flu throughout the whole year and then he gets better
Who, Kai
in
Havertz?
between. No, Naim.
Okay. So yeah, I get what
He
you
gets
mean.
better in
Yeah.
between.
He's
Yo,
been
Patangu
kissing,
kidogo.
maybe he's been kissing some people who are in Europe.
Jesus.
I mean, there's so many ways of getting flu.
Anyway, so listen, Arsenal, bro, on Saturday you may feel that you are robbed. What did you feel about that?
I'm fucking exhausted.
You can be a victim throughout, bro. At some
Exactly.
point in life.
At some point, it has to
at some point
stop.
in life,
We have to stop getting abused.
When it's always
Yeah.
Arsenal fans who are always robbed.
I feel like
That's the
ours
thing.
is just more egregious.
Why are you always complaining?
Ours is always more egregious.
I mean, every 3 weeks you're explaining something.
That's the thing. That's the ridiculous thing. Right? I have to, because what else am I doing? You know, I completely forgot about this. But like someone, the Mirror, the Arsenal part of the Mirror, they shared Arsenal's issues with refereeing decisions.
it's alright.
You know, I completely forgot about Lee Mason forgetting to draw VAR lines, offside trap lines, when Arsenal are in a title race with Man City. Do you know, like saying forgot is just
Are you the
another
only
kind
team
of.
that suffers these things?
I think we're not the only. I think we're by far the most. And I think you know why I think this season why it feels even more acute.
Because it should be a season.
No, because last season Arteta won the case against PGMOL.
Which case?
You don't remember the case
Nah.
when we went to Newcastle and he called it a disgracia.
No,
You don't remember disgracia?
Yeah, I remember that comment, but how did you win?
Wait,
He won the case. American lawyers came in. They said for him it's just the terminology that they use
I remember
to
that.
say. You remember
No,
that
but
story?
But that's not football related.
no, but
No,
he-
that's the thing. But
speech.
who is it against? Who is it against? It's a case against
PGMO.
PGMOL.
It
was.
Listen, he was about to be fined for
Yes, he was
saying
about
something.
To, he was. For saying
disgrace.
Disgrace. The
So
PGMOL
it had
is
nothing
a
to do with the
disgrace.
laws of the
So
game.
now he won the case by not being fined. He didn't win a case that whatever you guys did to us will be like.
Okay.
It was like
let's
he
for example.
got himself out of problems.
Let's for example. Let's say for example.
What do you mean?
Let's say for example you got yourself like for some reason you got yourself out of problems of a particular lawsuit, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even get a chance to defend it, right? But if you had defended successfully, you won that case. So for example, it's like a duel. And you know how we love to win duels.
I have a better analogy.
So Trent, for example, goes 1v1 against Trent.
Against
against
Sterling.
Vinny.
Monster.
Against Vinny.
1v1 monster. Raheem Sterling.
Chiesa, against Chiesa.
Why
in
don't
training.
you say Sterling?
At least Sterling is playing. So he goes versus Chiesa.
Chiesa is sick.
So, Skiza, he goes 1v1 versus Chiesa. Chiesa attacks him. Trent defends it, so it's a successful duel won. So that was a duel he had with the PGMOL.
Okay, fine.
But that guy, the thing is, at what cost did Arteta win that duel? Because right now we're getting shafted, game week in, game week out, for trial laws that have not been applied for the rest. Anybody
By
else?
also robbing people.
We're not robbing
You
anyone.
robbed Newcastle.
When?
Trossard twice.
Shut the fuck.
He
What
took
are you
out
talking
Isak.
about? When?
On Tuesday night.
That's not a VAR issue. That's a refereeing
They
issue.
should have checked.
That's incompetence. There's a difference between incompetence and pure agenda.
But it's everything
This
down
is
to the ref.
agenda by
Okay.
PGMOL.
Okay.
Clear.
Agenda.
Look at it this way, right?
Has there been another player sent off for, or even booked recently for delaying restart against United?
Yeah, I have seen.
Bro, you're delaying
who wasn't
restarts in
delaying
the
restarts?
first half.
Who wasn't delaying restarts? Who delayed restarts against United and he wasn't booked?
Which game?
Against United, Liverpool.
Who delayed?
Who was it? I
It
can't
wasn't that
remember.
obvious.
It was.
No matter tukumbuki hata ukumbuki.
Oh, but
It
you
was.
see you
I think it
guys-
was. Fuck, I don't remember who it was. It was one of the Liverpool
Midfielders,
players.
McAllister or
I can't
Curtis.
remember. It was one of the Liverpool
Okay,
players.
but you know you
no
guys do
booking,
it
nothing.
every week. Even against Brighton in the first half. Why are you wasting time?
Okay.
Bro, it's a
wait.
17-year-old. He's trying to figure out the system.
Okay.
What is how
Eric.
your routine?
Okay. Zoom. Look at it this way. Ora.
He's 17 years old and you're booking him for time wasting.
So last
You need to
season,
learn the
crazy that
basics
is.
and the laws.
wait. So last season, PGMOL slapped Arteta. Arteta, it's like me nimekuchapa kofi ukaniambia umbwa. And then I want to sue you for calling me umbwa, and then you won the case that okay, sita kusue that umeniita umbwa. But in reality, I've already slapped you. So it's not, you're not contesting the slap, you're contesting your reaction.
Nah.
See, it is his reaction that he won.
Arteta's
in my
reaction,
opinion.
He said fucking disgrace or something.
So he
Disgracia.
won the reaction. It's not the initial offense.
Number
like,
two-
like Nottingham. Oh no,
So,
so not
what's-
Nottingham.
so
like,
why did PGMOL slap Arteta?
Because of that reaction.
deserved it.
Because of his reaction.
So why? No. Why did they
Because
slap
Arteta called them
Arteta?
out.
because they could.
Because
Not
Arteta.
initially.
Because they can.
Oh, because
Because
they
Arteta
why
called them
Arteta?
out.
Why Arsenal?
Because he called them
Everyone.
out.
Wait, they are fucks up everyone.
No.
But not everyone tells them.
Because the last season we were the most affected.
No. Wait.
He like gave me a Tottenham. You
No,
know that
no,
goal,
no, no.
Luis Diaz's goal.
That
the
was
biggest
one
part.
game. That was one game. That's
Did
why
you
it
see the
feels like-
impact?
That's
You man cry about corners.
bro. Please, you
And
guys were
restart.
Odegaard
were a few
playing
points
basketball.
ahead of Man City. Muka flop.
Those 3 points would have gone far.
Nah.
Odegaard playing
Beating
basketball.
Spurs doesn't take you far.
Odegaard was playing basketball at Anfield.
That's the only time where I can actually say happened to me about Tisha. But remember me last season trying to defend it, but it was ball to hand.
You did.
You
was
did.
ball to hand.
You actually tried to defend it.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
ball to
okay.
hand.
Come
so,
on, man.
uh,
That guy was auditioning for the basketball at the Olympics.
And he did hata kuitwa.
Norway at Kwenda.
Look at it this way, right? So now, what will change? Because your front three right now is not even top 5.
Our front three,
Saka, your Saka FC, you said
Without
that.
Saka, that is.
bro.
Without
But our-
Saka, you look so toothless.
not even top 5, but we're still the second highest scoring team in the league.
Without Saka.
Forget without Saka. Even when you check out Saka's goal, we're still the highest scoring team in the league.
Without Saka.
Second high.
Without Saka.
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes.
We can just
You're not above Spurs and Liverpool when we talk Saka. I mean,
Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs is a wild shout.
No, they've scored more goals than us.
No, they haven't scored more goals than you
No,
guys.
they were the
Spurs.
top scorers in the league like a week
Last
ago.
season or now?
This season.
You're insane if
I'm
you
not
say.
insane. Look for it. Last week they were like the top scorers before us guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me pull out.
They have
the
been
table.
scoring goals but not winning games.
So Arsenal.
Wait, this is just showing goal difference.
So you know you guys have scored 39.
Uh-huh.
Spurs have scored 42.
You see? It's because they spent 60 million on a striker.
Wait, you have scored 39. Brentford have scored 38. So
Who did they buy for 60?
Huh?
Dominic Solanke.
Chelsea have scored same number of goals as you. So, but now what I'm thinking, if I remove Saka from your team,
Saka got how many goals?
I'll just check right now.
No, but wait, that's your question. If you remove Saka from the team,
Busquets
As in,
Wally,
because
yeah.
your current front three, your
I'll give you
current front
stats. I'll
three.
give you
Who Busquets
stats.
Wally?
I'll give you the stats. Saka has assisted 25% of our goals in the
So
league.
okay.
Meanwhile, Mo Salah has scored or assisted 35% of Liverpool's goals.
Well, he's playing. He's there.
That's more than a third of Liverpool's goal scoring
But
ability.
we accept your Salah FC.
Fair enough. And
You mean
Sata
our-
Sisi
you
were
mean our
Saka
forwards
merchants.
are shit.
I literally said
Darwin
that.
doesn't score anymore.
I literally said that though.
Saka
I said
is-
we're Saka FC.
Saka is responsible for 15 out of 39.
So what's that?
But now
15
unlike
divided
you
by
guys, unlike you guys, Zoom,
39.38.
Zoom,
That's 0.03 less than
38%.
yeah, 38%.
Zoom. Unlike you
Mo Salah,
unlucky.
Mo Salah is involved in more than a third of Liverpool's goals.
That's true.
And he's having a Ballon d'Or like season. It's fine that
You are
Saka,
unlucky because for us, Mohamed Salah rarely gets injured.
yes.
So now your guy gets injured. So you have to depend on the other. You see, Salah only missed like 2 games.
No, but that's the thing. You see, what Saddam is trying to talk about is Arsenal. We make it out as if Arsenal is this. In the last 2 weeks, especially Arsenal fans, I think maybe there's been an overreaction to.
Yeah, these days you overreact every week, every match day.
Have you seen?
Arsenal fans?
It's insane. The fan base is just easily. It's so easy to gaslight them.
Shake God.
But in reality, this is a team with all the issues that everybody thinks they have, right? That is second in the league, is third in the Champions League out of a 36 team group or league, right? It's barely in one competition, the Carabao Cup, but still very much in 3 competitions, minimum 3.
Do you know
If you want to
what's
say
paining
we're out
Arsenal?
of Carabao Cup,
Do you know what's
Sawa.
paining Arsenal
We're not
fans?
saying you're out of Carabao. You come on.
pretty much out.
Do you know why it's
But-
paining Arsenal fans?
No, I
Because-
understand why it is. But I think today is why I saw why I felt the pain most egregiously. Because, for example, in the build-up, end of November towards December, and then in December, and then now towards January when the transfer window opened, there was a lot of talk about from different transfer rumors for different clubs how this January particularly is going to be very difficult for many clubs because of the new PSR rules, right? Yeah. So there's PSR rules. Then eventually, when Arsenal start talking about when the transfer window officially opens, an article is the cheat sheets, transfer cheat sheets. Yeah, David Ornstein comes out with Sami Mokbel's article on wherever he posts that Arsenal actually don't have any PSR issues to face, right? So January, if they choose to go big, they can. Higher. Today specifically, after being told January is going to be tough, no players are going to move. Sjuinani is this. It has to be a player like Trossard who has issues
Arteta saying
with a club.
there's something big or
There's something
interesting.
big, right? Kvaratskhelia right now, PSG are having direct negotiations with Napoli.
Yeah, I saw that.
If we were being serious, what the fuck are the Arsenal board doing to maximize what we have, like the potential that we have? Because we talk about Arsenal and we say, look, Saka is this, Arsenal, Tukona Mashida, but we're still here. It's like, okay, why are we still in a position where we're hoping Arteta will maximize everyone? Everyone. When I say maximize everyone, I mean maximize the assets that we have. For example, I'll shout out Chiari for this. At the beginning of the season, I said Arsenal would go above Man City and win the league, right? Chiari correctly predicted Arsenal were going to fall short because there's no way Gabriel Martinelli is going to have another 15 goal season in the Premier League. There's no way Martin Odegaard's going to have the same kind of season he did. There's no way Stuinani is going to have this kind of season. Like, there's going to be issues. And we've seen issues for different reasons and to different extents, right? Right now, we're victims of our own, like, challenges because illness, red cards, injuries, right?
Also
our
poor
forwards.
recruitment, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our poor recruitment is leaving us exposed to all these things. For example, if we had another number 9, if we had another winger to rest Saka, would Saka tear his hamstring as badly as he did, maybe, or maybe less to a lesser extent, maybe, and then he'd be back soon. And even then, would we feel his miss as much if we had an actual replacement for him, like a Kubo, like let's say that Takefuso Kubo guy, or would we feel Martinelli's poor run of form
If you had
as
Marmoush.
much if we had Omar Marmoush or Kvaratskhelia or whatever you want to call him, like anybody of decent quality or even potentially close to world class? No, we wouldn't. Striker, same thing. So Sisi, now we need what the Arsenal board need to do. They need to sign someone, otherwise
not just someone.
The
like
season will fall apart
big forward.
very quickly. It has to be a big signing. It has to be the kind of signing. Remember, like the Ozil signing in the summer. It has to be that kind of signing that shocks the world.
Has to be like at least more than, I think, two players at least. I don't think one.
I
signing
agree.
is
I
enough.
agree with you. 2 players. I think it should be a number 9 and a winger of some wide forward. And even then, they have to be big names,
like people who
proven.
can actually win you games. Because right now, Saka is the only person who can actually win you a game, like individually.
Yeah,
like without.
fair enough.
Because right now, Odegaard looks helpless.
He does. He looks like he needs his partner in crime.
Yeah, like without him, because he's the one who, like, the 1-2 with Saka,
Yes.
he's not there anymore.
He's not.
And when I think you've accepted that Havertz is not it.
Sorry?
As much as there's like 7 goals.
No, I'll tell you what. Like Havertz is a failed left central midfielder signing, right? Shoehorned into a striker, and for a while it worked really well. But remember that theory you had about some players being carried by the system? Havertz is definitely one of those players. Carried by the system. The system maximizes his skill sets. But against Newcastle, right, I saw exactly what we missed. Gabriel, Saliba are very solid defenders, right?
Facts.
There was a couple of times where Isak would drift down into midfield and drag Gabriel, and Gabriel thinks he's going for a duel where Isak is going to receive it to feet, right? So he's already ready to go and be touch tight on Isak. But then Isak spins Gabriel and then runs into Gabriel's space. What does that do? He stretches Saliba. Saliba thinks, I got this.
Automatically Gordon and the other Murphy.
These guys attack and so. But the thing is, he moves defenders without actually getting on the ball.
It's like Firmino.
Whereas Kai Havertz just kind of is around. And even when he does drop into midfield, he doesn't do it with an intensity.
He's so slow.
He's a bit slow with his touch, with his thought process. It just feels slow. That game against Newcastle, what I saw from Isak, forget the goal. It was his movement. I just feel like we need
constant
that.
walk. Gabriel was being walked off with whether he has the ball or not.
Or not.
That's the thing.
And Saliba would then also be worked because by the time
He's
he
covering
needs to,
up.
Yeah, he has to cover. To be fair, Isak is close to world class kind of striker. He's almost there.
I wish we got him.
It's the all roundness for me. Like
it's everything.
The touch,
Right
the
now he's the
dribble,
second
the
to
finish.
Haaland.
Think about it. He's like Harry Kane, right? Because he can drop in and create and then follow up his own creation.
With slightly more skill.
Yeah,
like he has flair.
Harry Kane and
slightly is a lot
Firmino.
more. I'd say a lot more
way
because
more.
he has more technical ability to dribble. You saw what he did to Saliba. He
Yeah.
kept showing him as if he's gonna go onto
Hey,
his weaker
turned Van
foot,
Dijk
and then
around
he just
a week
went- yeah.
before.
Look at the goal he scores against Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like,
And, you
top
know,
bins.
and the thing is, it must pain you because you were linked with him when he was at
Sociedad.
when he was
Sociedad,
Sociedad,
yeah.
and you went for Havertz.
we went for Havertz soon after,
That's
like the year
crazy.
after. No, but the season we were linked with him was the season he finished with 6 goals. I think he had an injury-led season.
But if you
Real Sociedad had a really good season, but he did quite poorly. So I get that. But for me, it was like, it's another thing I actually discuss. Like, I legit discuss this with actual, like, real scouts. I've discussed this topic. When you talk to me about a player, right, and you tell me what you see, you better follow it up with what you can also potentially see. Because that's your job.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to come and sign me a player, right, as a scout that tells me Saddam is 66 overall and that's all he's ever going to be. But Saddam is 19 years old. Is there a chance he could be an 89 overall player? You get what I mean? And Isak's card at the time, I think he was like 70 something. FIFA card at that time when we were looking at him for real, it was like 70 something. But that doesn't mean he's always going to be a 70 something player.
It's gonna go up.
That's the frustrating thing for me. So we could have signed, you're telling me we could have signed Isak at that time for 60 million and we would have saved ourselves 40 million pounds in 2 years.
That's mad.
Like looking back, like I know 40 million pounds in the scope of football seems so
much.
so little,
Kidogo.
right?
Yeah.
Kidogo these days. But obviously you guys know this, especially because you've seen how these institutions work. 40 million worth of savings. 40 million builds a brand new training center. 40 million goes into investments with like, other ownership clubs or whatever. 40 million does a lot. You could have saved 40 million instead of spending now what would cost now
I feel
100
like-
million.
I feel this players that you signed from City and Chelsea,
I'll
They were-
hold you back
they were-
significantly.
no,
In a
listen,
way,
they were
yeah.
good player for when you're making transition. They were like stopgap. But then you didn't like come back and now go for the main or marquee signings. Because let's say like now Havertz, when you got him from Chelsea, Zinchenko, these are players that now that Arteta is working on this project, let them do the job for now as we scout some other good players.
No, but the
which
thing
you've
is,
not
Eric,
done
you're
now.
assuming one thing. You're assuming they have the capability of getting these young players. You signed Zinchenko, you signed Jorginho, you signed Sterling, you signed Willian, you signed Havertz,
David Luiz.
you signed David Luiz. No, David, as in recent times,
in
right?
recent time.
And everyone knew those players. We all knew Gabriel Jesus.
We knew what he's good at. We knew,
we
what
knew.
he's not at. Yeah, I
Like
get
he's
it,
not.
I get
He's
it.
not the. Oh, he is at 80. He can be at 89.
It's not a
we
player
knew.
to win you the league.
But the thing is, look at I even maybe recommend City because they will get young players. It will work. It won't work. He's a cheap player, a 20, 30, 40 million. That's okay. But like a 65, 50.
I think
Zinchenko
Havertz, by the
I
you
think
even remember
context-
it was a big gamble.
it was a big gamble. And it still is. Because it still hasn't paid
It
off.
shouldn't though because it's 2 years on.
But that's the thing, though. You see, like, let's contextualize it. For every Havertz, right, there's an Odegaard. You get what I mean? There's a Ben White. There's a Saliba. There's even though Saliba's not really
Even
signed. There's a Gabriel Magalhaes, right? But even those signings took time. Odegaard needed time. Ben White needed time. David Raya needed time, right? What we need to see for the first time, actually maybe the second time now, is an impact signing from the get-go, like Declan Rice. That
Oh,
we
yeah,
only
yeah,
have
for
one
sure.
Declan Rice signing.
Oh yeah.
Like high money, you know exactly what you're gonna get, but then you plug and play. Declan, like you
There's
literally
no
just turn it
waiting.
on, khalas.
No waiting.
There's no startup. You get
And the sooner
Silas
you do it,
Momo.
I feel like the sooner you guys make these changes, the better. Because as it gets along, if you don't think about replacing Havertz and Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko and all these players right now, maybe this window, maybe the next window, I think it gets harder and harder.
It does because think about it. For example, right? Gabriel Jesus is on £225,000 a week.
What?
So
Zinchenko too.
Zinchenko is I think 200k.
Yeah.
Zinchenko really plays.
Kai Havertz is on 325, I think, or something like that.
Yes.
And
He can't play with
That's
flu.
25 less of KDB.
325, yeah. When you look at these players, for example, right? Are we max? Then you have the likes of Trossard, you have the likes of Raheem Sterling. Okay, Raheem Sterling is obviously being paid
Yeah.
by Chelsea, but you have these fringe players who are so fringe they're probably just useless at this point,
Oh, for sure, 100%.
right? Last season we maxed out what Trossard could give us. Now
sure.
Trossard doesn't look anywhere near as good because he's not even giving us that little value
declined.
that he gave us. Yeah, you get what I
He
mean?
gave you way too much. He gave you 100% last
He
season.
overgave us with the role that he has.
For sure.
So now when he doesn't give us what a
Your
normal what a normal bench player looks like, it hurts even more.
Yeah.
So now what we need to do is like for me it just feels like, please, it doesn't have to be a Kvaratskhelia. Look at Omar Marmoush right now. Looks like he's gonna go Man City.
Oh.
Omar Marmoush would inject freshness and life into this team
Straight to
right
the
now.
point.
Immediately. Immediately does that. But the rest of the guys, like people are talking about Liao. It doesn't need to be Liao. It doesn't need to be Nico Williams. It doesn't need to be these huge players, right? But it can be.
At some point, it needs to. I think
Maybe.
Leao, Nico Williams, definitely. Maybe even Danny
No,
Olmo.
those guys for sure.
What about
Because-
from
but
the Prem, like Buemo?
Unless
of
during the summer, not January.
I think Buemo, Semenyo. I think right now where the fan base is, whoever comes in, bro.
So
we'll make it logical the way we did for Sterling.
when I listen
'cause
to
we're
you,
desperate.
Zoom, when I listen to you and your team right now, you've got a lot of issues that don't need one transfer to sort. But now you've got a title race for the next 6 months or 4 months.
Yeah,
So how do you fix this for you?
immediate big money signings.
Which is
No,
very
you
unlikely.
cannot make like two big signings
Yes.
in this January window. You probably make like one.
like
Probably
a
one,
Van
yeah.
Dijk or a Bruno.
That's what I'm saying.
See
What
the way
happens
Bruno
is-
came in
so
and gave us like almost 30
That was a
goals
very
in a
good
year.
signing. So
I
how do
completely
you fix this now this month?
I think if we're talking just transfers, it has to be one big money signing and one loan player. But even that loan player you bring in has to have immediate impact. Not like Kim Kallstrom and Dennis Suarez. No, like
Fabio Vieira.
like actually Jorginho and Nani Trossard. Immediate. You get immediate impact. But even if we sign that big money signing and then we get the loan signing right, we're still gonna need luck.
What about the
We're
theory?
still gonna need luck against Liverpool for them to have a bad run of luck, maybe with decisions, injuries, just deflected goals, that kind of
Games.
shit. Games, that kind of shit.
What about the theory that Arteta has done enough? Or he doesn't have anything in
Where do you
mind?
stand with Arteta by there right now? Because it's 5 years,
I'm
6.
6.
I'm getting exhausted by the slow reaction to change, right? I'm getting exhausted by the disingenuous post-match interviews. Zileza, yeah, we didn't, we lost the game, but we were the better team.
Ten Hag kind of press conference?
Except,
Used
No,
to like
no,
those
no,
songs,
let's-
so-
there's
be
no
facts.
his. There's no his.
Okay, without him.
Yeah, without him.
But he is...
And that helps. That helps change.
for understanding.
Yeah, it helps a lot. But in as much as I understand, I'm still on the fence because not on the fence. I'm on the fence in terms of my analysis of him, because the way Edu has left me feeling a bit kulikuwa
What is it about him?
Some friction.
na kitu hapo.
For sure.
I suspect your signings. I do think that was an agent's job. All those signings that you go from Man City and the salaries that you give them,
Yeah.
not all of them. Like I think they were clean moves.
Yeah, I think there was unhappiness or dissatisfaction with Edu's transfer window.
Okay.
But at the same time, Arteta isn't just a head coach like other managers.
He's the manager.
Like other head coaches. He's also a manager, so he takes responsibility partially with Edu for the kind of transfer.
Do you feel
window
it's
he had.
taking you too far now? Like
Think about it. Sterling, right? In as much as yes, you can take context, but I'm tired of giving context because I'm actually done.
Imagine
with
those
copying.
who are
Out of
listening.
context.
Do your
let me
context.
give you this stat, right? All of our summer signings were available, except Neto, who was cup tied. But all of our summer signings were on the bench and didn't play a part in the Newcastle loss in a semi-final of the Carabao Cup.
For sure.
Now, obviously there's context, but I don't want to think about context because if we'd made amazing signings, if we'd made 9 out of 10 window signings, right? All of them start. Because that means Martinelli's bench. We don't have to worry about Saka. We have a number 9.
you don't play Jesus.
Yeah, we don't have to bring on Gabriel Jesus and play him as striker and then put Kai Havertz on the wing and then we spam crosses. You get what I mean? Like, there wouldn't be any gray area. Everybody who was meant to be signed for this big money signing, for this big money, was played.
Fit
You get what I
Calafiori
mean?
is not even starting anymore.
Yeah. He was literally benched.
Crazy.
You
How
get what
much
I mean?
money do you think you have to spend? Like how much money is available
I
for
don't think
you?
it's about money. I feel like you guys need to get good signings.
We just
because
need to get
it's-
quality, bro.
I think the last good signing,
Impact.
the last good signing ni
Declan Rice.
Rice.
Yeah.
100 million.
Yeah. for
No,
holding
Raya.
midfielder.
Raya was confirmed this summer.
Wow.
But yeah, for example, right? People say Nico Williams, right? Nico Williams is going to cost 67 million pounds.
He's a good player.
Very good player.
Very good player.
And thing is, I think I'm also done with like the pocket pinching that people do. How can we pay him 350k and we pay Saka 200k? It's like, bro, that doesn't mean anything about Nico Williams. Pay Saka the same amount you think Nico Williams is worth. If you rate your Saka better than Nico Williams as Arsenal football institution, then pay Saka how much he thinks
And
he's
not
worth.
even Saka negotiating his next negotiation and go up.
Yeah, and he'll earn the same amount.
Contracts
Saka,
are
by the way,
different.
has like, I think it's close to 2 years. So it's almost that time again anyway. You get what I mean? But it's not for, bro, how much do
you think it renews?
how much does Frankie De Jong get paid?
De Jong is on a lot. Barca do
Almost
pay him a lot
500.
of
Yeah.
money.
Like and these are players who are, if not world class, just below world class.
Yeah.
Now imagine world class players.
Yeah.
Like, just pay them what? Who the fuck are you? Are you the IRA?
No, it's not like
IRS. What
And
is it
by the
called?
way,
And get
Skiza,
Kulusevski.
and okay,
Yeah.
if you look at your wage structure, it's not like you're not paying people a lot of money. You are.
We are.
You're paying a lot of money to Jesus and Havertz.
Exactly. Get rid of these players,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able
Havertz.
to afford these guys.
Even us, for example.
Now you guys have money, like you're a big institution.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everyone
of
else.
course.
Yeah.
No,
But the thing is,
Your money comes back
if
to
you look at
advertising and
if
stuff.
you look at our top five, Casemiro,
commercially, yeah, insane.
Casemiro, what's his name?
Rashford,
Anthony.
Rashford, Anthony. There's someone else. Forgot.
Bruno. Bruno's
yes,
on
Bruno as well.
290 or
No,
something.
yeah, almost 300.
Yeah, that's 300. Yeah.
Out of the five, only Bruno I can say maybe
I think
deserved.
I
The rest of the guys are just.
Oh yeah, you are stretched by there. I saw it like a couple of days.
Liverpool
ago.
are the guys who are pocket pinching Vibaya sana.
Sinomana Salah anaenda, Van Dijk anaenda, Trent anaenda.
Yeah. Although Trent, I think,
Oh.
is just tired of like women from
see-
Merseyside.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
thing now.
if
With
you get
you
them
were
from
sent-
Spain, imagine
Okay,
what-
Eric,
Yeah?
let's be realistic.
Think
How?
about it.
Yeah.
Eric,
You're
you went to
27.
Venezuela, bro.
No, you're 27.
He's 27.
Right?
Trent is 27. He's
25
23 bro.
now.
25. I
Yeah.
thought he was 22. What the fuck?
Not
He's
27?
been playing for like 7 years for Liverpool.
Wait,
Holy
Trent is
shit.
not 27?
No, he's 25. 27 Rashford.
So same age.
Anyway,
You're 25.
Mm.
Probably you have one opportunity to get a big contract. You know?
Yeah, Trent is gonna sign only one big contract from
he's
now.
20. He's 26. Trent's
Trent.
26.
Yeah. So you're 26. You have an opportunity to get one big contract.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not like Salah. He won't be. It's not a goal thing. Because I feel like with strikers it's very easy.
Yeah.
Salah just has to give you like 15 goals, 8 deserves a contract. This is the opportunity, and there is Madrid in front of him.
And the signing on. fee.
And the environment in Madrid, bro, it's everyone just smells nice. Liverpool ni Van Dijk peke yake anapaka marashi.
When have you been there to know the smell?
They just look.
Troy Deeney said it.
Salah smells. It's called what? Oud. I mean, he's a Muslim. We've got Konate.
Okay,
Konate is
fair.
a Muslim.
I mean, you have Tsimikas.
Alisson is a Christian. You wanaombea watu.
Ukona Harvey Elliott. You know what I mean?
Harvey is the first player to reject Madrid in history.
Shut up.
Think about it. I bet Darwin Núñez doesn't smell
Listen,
great.
I do think
BD to Majasho.
how we reacted it's normal for fans, but when you look at it, you can understand this guy.
No,
I mean,
from a player's
you can
perspective,
live.
anyone, bro, it's Madrid. Like you don't want to
yeah,
retire
of course,
Liverpool.
and it's big money.
Bro, it's the biggest salary you're ever gonna get. Like, because even if he leaves Real Madrid, goes
Even
Man
if
City,
it's the
he's
same
not gonna get
salary.
paid.
When I look, listen,
Even if it's the same
the way I
salary,
look at
go.
this situation with Trent, I
even
do
then,
think
Saddam, imagine the signing on bonus.
Yeah,
The
because
signing on bonus is gonna be
it's a
insane.
free
this is
transfer.
the way I see this situation. Mimi,
It's gonna be
is
insane.
This, as a fan, obviously, I don't want to lose my players.
Yeah.
But it's Trent, look where you're going. The man are going to earn. I mean, we rarely see right backs and full backs make these big moves.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, when is the
100%.
last time like we saw a big full backs have to come and play? They have to go up the ranks and stuff.
We rarely see fullbacks or complaining about contracts or big. It's a rare thing. It's usually
I mean,
strikers.
and when I look at
midfielders.
my club where we work with budgets, I don't think it's going to get more than 350 there. And even for you to get to 350 when you are a defender and right back, not even Van Dijk was on 350, it will be so hard for him to get that and long.
you
And
look.
think about it, he's gonna enjoy himself.
Yeah, so I do
Whether-
He's
think
gonna enjoy it. No, like,
money-wise-
even the football, it's not the same intensity. He's gonna look so much better. Look at how Jude went
Yeah.
from Germany to Spain. Imagine now going from England to Spain.
And by the way, you see the way Premier League
The best football is being played in
Premier
Barcelona.
League intensity of Premier League, it's so hard to the point you get errors out of players.
Yeah.
Bro, Madrid, it's calm.
And I think
Spain
we've-
is chill.
chill, bro.
I
Spain
think we've
is
gotten a
like,
replacement, so we're okay right now. You can leave.
no, we'll see.
Bro, ask Mbappe.
Usidanganywe, bro.
We will see.
Who is Mbappe?
No, that's
All
the
right.
thing though. You are no longer a threat on the right wing with this kid.
Yeah?
So you'll defend, but like you will never get those passes that you see.
No, but you see, you need to realize that.
Mo
even
Salah
before-
kwanza bao zake zitapungua
Trent
by
Al-
like 10
No, no,
goals.
no, no.
Trent has 100
No, no,
assists,
no.
no?
Yeah,
No, no, no.
over 100.
Guys,
He has
this
over
is-
100 assists.
I think he has more than 100 something.
Trent is on 100.
Are you serious?
Exactly.
GA, I think.
GA, yeah.
But you see, you guys, this season, we've reduced the role of Trent. Even before the rumors came out. Arne Slot has come and reduced the way we play. We no longer now have to create a lot from the fullbacks. Andy Robertson has got only 1 assist this season. If it was Klopp's time, Andy now would be like on 6 or 7.
He didn't
Now we
re-
have to go through.
He didn't reduce.
Ryan
It's his
Gravenberch.
way of. It's his system that doesn't rely on those two players.
No.
Yes.
But
Not reduce.
Yeah, no.
The-
Listen,
the impact
Let
is
me make my
Systemic.
point.
Yeah, it's more it's actually more a systemic issue than a quality issue.
Let me make my
like
point.
Because why would you not want someone to give you 20 assists?
yeah.
No, let me make my point. You need to look at from where he was giving those assists last season. From that position, he's making less appearances there. Where he was making that
Exactly.
assist.
So he's not
Now, Arne Slot has brought him back. Like, do you see what Arne Slot stands? Kwa touchline hapo hivyo. Trent is now playing over there. During Klopp's time, we see him bombing forward a lot, touching the ball there. I think Slot has also reduced him like going to the midfield.
Yeah.
There's so much. That's why I
He
always
doesn't reduce, bro. It's his system doesn't allow him
okay, he's reduced the fullbacks now, like
to
having
do
that
that.
ball.
Yeah, not Trent.
What worries me now is because we are going through much again through McAllister and Gravenberch. We just go now. We've gone back to midfielders like when you had Coutinho. But when Gravenberch obviously gets injured, there will be a crisis. Not just for creating, but
Like
also
literally, yeah.
defending. There will be a crisis. That's why we pray for him every week. But I do think now
every week.
Wapi church.
that's why we do. Right now, I think we are okay with the fullbacks being changed.
And Ata hey, as Trent, his best attribute is attacking, right? Now Liverpool have a system where he's not allowed to express himself. Even more reason to leave, to be honest.
Yeah, but you see, you also,
I think you're looking into it.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
also Slot said also.
Can we?
But also Slot Pierce said we, as far as we go forward like that, we also lose a lot of possession in that.
All right.
Chelsea?
Can we do my? No, fuck Chelsea, bro. Fucking
You wanna
kidding
do your
me? What the fuck are we
prediction
going to
for?
talk about?
I mean,
How they drew to Crystal Palace.
I mean the Maresca second half of the season theory.
Oh yeah, Chiari was right.
Everyone was right. Everyone was right about it.
True,
Because
they did
Chiara
bother.
specifically said that Maresca.
Has a thing because he did it with Leicester. He almost bottled the league.
Yeah, because they were almost.
They were 12
They,
points clear.
they were about to win against Everton to go top of the table. Coming for one day.
Yeah.
And as we speak right now, they are behind Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
You know, there was that run
Mad.
they had, and I feel Nicholas Jackson's form has affected them. He stopped scoring and they've stopped winning games.
I keep saying Jackson is the team, but nyinyi hamtaki kusikia. Weka captain.
Lakini Mikel amesema wasign striker mwingine sahi.
I don't know, for some reason I don't.
They need a striker and a
Obi
defender.
They definitely need a
Obi Mikel, I say he doesn't
Doesn't what?
he doesn't give me that aura.
Because he's African.
No.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Bro.
I
Essien
don't
had that aura.
Which aura?
I don't
Essien.
there's something about
No, which aura?
like when he speaks, he doesn't move me.
Yeah. Yaya Toure says way fewer words because he can't really put them together.
Who moves you?
But he
I
moves
want to
me a lot
compare.
more.
Gary Neville.
Who moves me? Like a former player.
Yeah. In
Oh,
terms of
so
when
many people.
wakiongea.
Troy Deeney.
Bro, this guy. Bro, tell him your favorite pundit. Wakumbuka? Tim Sherwood.
Yeah.
Tim
I
Sherwood,
said
the guy
Tim
who said
Sherwood.
Nicholas Jackson
That's
is
right,
playing
bro.
like soccer aid.
Yeah, he likes him.
Bro, Tim Sherwood.
He cooks though.
He cooks. He does cook.
He does
like
it.
Anyway, yo,
How come you're not a
prediction,
pundit in
Arsenal
Kenya
United?
yet you are like a former player or something? Or you never achieved a lot?
What
Judge
do you- how-
Kumari,
what do
like
you-
T47.
Okay, Tien.
KTN?
T47, eh?
TV47.
T47.
Oh, so she just
I
said,
mean, Ama, you're not like good enough for you to be a pundit. You
Good
didn't
enough
see
what?
enough. You didn't experience enough.
I did, to be honest, I didn't experience enough.
He didn't make
I
the first
know.
round. Second round of trials.
I mean, between the three of us,
Ah.
we can't keep repeating this conversation.
You're right. I captained my national team 5-a-side. What did you do?
As a person who writes news, I've never seen you guys anywhere for me to write about you guys.
When
I was in the news.
Which news?
I was actually I have a picture with my trophy.
Which picture?
I was in a news program.
When I was in Harambee, we'll converse with a red.
So
Uko Embu. You know that picture?
You know the reason he was left out of the Harambe squad?
What?
Alienda na gitaa yake.
Huh?
He doesn't know about that picture.
He knows about the picture.
No, I saw that
Remember
picture
the-
somewhere. Yes.
when he was a
It I think
musician?
he shared it.
Yeah, he was actually there by mistake. He thought he was going to audition for a band. Aka show up at Nyayo. You know what I mean?
But I think
Anyway.
we're okay. Amoud at least is in a team for you.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
for-
blood, football blood
It's
actually
continued
runs through
Saddam's
me.
bloodline.
He's not
No,
related to Saddam.
I walked so that he.
You crawled so that you can walk.
This guy came. No, this guy was just born. You understand?
No, you never crawled.
Whatever I did.
He never actually did any
Whatever
work.
I did, I
He
did
didn't
it.
do it. It was
No.
done for you. What was Zaliwa?
Oh, so you're like Drogba and then Amoud is like Nicholas Jackson.
I was going to say opposite, to be fair.
Wow, that's mad.
Well, has he played?
Yes.
He has a cup, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fully fledged
Who?
Kenyan international.
Who?
My brother.
Hamoudi.
Mm.
I of course. What about you? You have no cup.
I have a
He
training
has
cup.
he has a cap.
Training cup.
He wears it
They're
to
not
the
training
studio.
cups.
He's wearing it right now. Why are you wearing a cap today?
Hey, my friend.
Were
My
you,
friend.
were you in the FIFA system? Did you ever get to the FIFA system?
We never system.
Okay, by the now let's ask.
As he
You
did it. What is this? The 1800s?
There was a system. There.
Pre World War. That's when this guy joined.
Zoom.
Those
Most
are
of the
internet.
players who
Wait,
go
what happened?
Those
What
are
happened, bro?
Zoom.
What do you mean?
Zoom.
See, I shaved.
You shaved. Why'd you shave?
I see sooner.
You
See, we
want
see
to-
how he looks.
You want to pray?
Yo,
Like,
see,
you
we
have
see
to
how he
be-
looks.
For real.
Yeah, why not?
You have to be like clean.
Nice, bro.
Clean shave.
Or you have to. Yeah, it's good to shave
But
completely.
you didn't shave clean.
No, I shaved clean. So it's like
How come
3 days
Naim
old.
never shaves? Naim
Oh,
gonna
okay.
rasta. Am I and
No, when you do the thing that I did.
so he's never
like
gone
a-
there.
He's never done that.
No,
No,
he's
not
not.
yet. Anyway, predictions finally.
For which game?
Arsenal United.
The FA Cup.
Say 4-0 Arsenal.
Oh, he better in a return leg.
I know return like
So
alhamdulillah.
Tolosa, you know,
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
What do you mean?
We don't want extra games. We have bigger fish to fry.
No, your next game against Newcastle. Somewhere katikati.
No, Carabao is always like second leg.
Yeah.
You want a return leg.
I know you
For
want
the
to
FA
return
Cup.
like yeah.
FA is my competition.
Yours.
It's Arsenal's.
It's actually ours.
It's Arsenal's
So,
Champions
Jidishi.
League.
As we're the current champions.
So, prediction?
I think United win this game 2-1.
Shit, fuck you.
I actually think 2-0
2?
United.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Arsenal.
3
Oh, so we'll dunk 2 on you.
We'll dunk 3.
No, but you accept that we can dunk on you.
Yeah, you can right now. Newcastle
cup.
just dunked 2.
In the Prem, you can beat them 4-0. But this cup, you know,
What
it's
I
different.
guarantee,
believe that.
like Bruno can
Nah, I
score.
believe that.
Look, Bruno Ahmad can score, but I guarantee there's no way Hoyland scores.
What happens? What happens if he scores?
If he's, I don't know. I'll shave my head.
So guys, we have a relegation battle against Man United.
6-pointer.
Man United versus Southampton on Thursday, and there's a very good offer, by the way, Eric.
You always play on Thursday.
God damn. There's a very good offer by Showmax in partnership with Safaricom. The thing is, you pay $4.50 and you get 3 GB plus a month full of subscription to watch the Premier League. And the thing is, you watch it on your phone, so it's like a phone package. Star 544 star 37 hash to subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the game.
Of course.
Anyway,
This
don't
is
forget
not a
to
big
like.
game.
It's not a big game. It's not a big game.
Okay.
Oh wait, what?
This
You're
is
saying it's not a
this
big game.
weekend.
It's
This
not a big game.
no,
Arsenal
I'm saying
United is
this
not
is
a
not
big
a
game.
big game this weekend.
It's
in the
it's
FA
Arsenal
Cup.
United in the FA Cup. It's not a big game. Arsenal usually win this.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Danny Welbeck.
Sina maneno mingi.
Yeah.
Tupatane
Shall
kwa
we
game.
shall we call it?
Yes.
We'll see you guys next week.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.